Hi, welcome to Aquascape Manila e-learning. In this session, we're gonna talk about the Backyard Aquaculture I. This is ornamental aquarium keeping. And yet, we are interested really to share this concept for the first time on an e-course form and a webinar form because ako personally naniniwala ako na this can help people turn this into a livelihood. Now, in this session, i-explain ko lang dito briefly paano ba simulan yung aquarium hobby, yung aquarium keeping, ano yung mga tools na kailangan mo to get started, magkano ba yung mga capital, or ano pa ba yung mga pwede mong pagpilian na species or isda na pwede sa mga beginners, and pinaka-importante dito is paano mo maintain, okay, for yung pangmatagalan yung pinaka-hobby mo. Okay? Now, the course objectives and expectations of the course would be this. We're gonna share to you the simple concept, and eventually this will give you confidence in starting up in any space. Kahit gaano kalaki yung space mo, or medyo maliit, masikip, okay? So, just bibigyan ka lang ng idea, okay? Pwede to sa indoor, pwede to sa outdoor setup, whatever space you have. So, ikaw yung pwede mo ma-realize yan with this course. Isa-isay namin, and with the examples, okay? And for the computation and the results, this will vary to you. If you're really interested actually in this hobby, mas talagang mataas yung chance mo because you will have the research time, mas talagang pwede ka po magbasa. Again, this is just an introduction. Okay? So, after this, hindi naman masabi mo master mo lahat. Just to give you an idea. So, kasi importante dito with the mindset then. Okay? Now, this course is actually for the zero knowledge. Kasi wala kang alam pa sa aquarium keeping, ano yun, or never had a hobby before. Okay, this is for you. And of course, this is also perfect if you are an existing hobbyist with the experience that is still open for learning on the different approach. Okay? Now, just a quick sharing with you. Ano itsura ng home setup namin before and how we turned it out into this concept. Yeah. So, this is really from a shift from hobby lang siya, tapos, and then eventually you get better and better and you get good quality, and then you do research, and pwede pala siyang pagkakitaan eventually, no? So, from bahay na simple lang, tas dumami, yan, hindi lang yung mismong isda yung nag-breed or dumami, kundi yung mismo aquarium din, dumami din siya. And eventually, yan, naging shop siya, and then open for people, and it also serves as an avenue to share to our clients ano yung mga paano to. So ngayon with this technology, we decided to turn this knowledge into an e-course para mas marami pa talaga na mas ma-share dito sa hobby na to. Now let's get started. Basically, aquarium keeping is just these things. Simple terms lang tayo. Plants and livestock. So, dito sa picture na to, halaman lang at saka kung ano yung livestock or yung alagaan mo, yun yung isa sa pinaka-importanting pwede mo i-consider. Well, one, yan yung mga pwede mo i-benta in the future if you get good at this. Pag tumami halaman, pag tama naman yung setup mo, you have the right soil, the right condition, water parameters, mas dami yung mga halaman mo, mag-grow lang sila. And then, of course, if you have a good water quality management, yung mga livestock mo, mas madami yung produce. Like if you have guppies, or if you were into shrimp keeping, in this picture, crayfish, yan, kung alam mo yung mga water parameters, mas madami yung yield nila or yung produce nila. Okay? So, just to dig deeper on this, I want to introduce a concept which is an ecosystem approach sa aquarium keeping. So what is an ecosystem? Sabi nga dito, it's a biological community of interacting organisms and their physical environment. Ano siya, it's more on combination of plants, soil, and fish, and of course, algae. Yan yung mga pag-usapan natin sa gitna. Paano siya naging importante? Paano sila naging connected sa isa't isa? Okay? So, we are really promoting here the sustainable concept ibig sabihin nito is really an advocate of sustainable aquariums. Okay, so hindi lang siya basta filtered with makina lang siya. It's kundi buhay talaga siya as an ecosystem. Okay, first up is let's discuss this water cycle. So water cycle is really the key sustainable factor in culture keeping. Now, ito pwede mong isa-isayin natin yan later, but para mas madalian tayo, tingin tayo dun sa sa diagram. Okay? So let's start with the number one, the fish poop. Okay? Kailangan kasi alam mo yung nangyayari dun sa mismong tubig para alam mo kung ano yung pwede mangyari dun sa livestock mo or dun sa plants or dun sa mga isda na inaalagaan mo. Now, once the fish releases waste, okay, ang mangyayari dyan is ammonia. So, ammonia is continuously magdi-dissolve lang yan sa water. Yan, habang tumatagal yung mismong aquarium mo, it gets aged. Yan, nag-trigger yung mga biological or bacterial growth all over. So, ang mangyayari dyan sa bacteria, lalo na if you have a filter, yan, pag-usapan natin kung ano-ano yung mga yun, doon yung mag-grow yung mga beneficial bacteria. Yan, so makita mo dito yung bacterial filter. And then yung mga filter, yung mga bacteria na yun na nasa filter, okay? So imagine mo lang muna ito habang kinikwento ko now. Okay, so yung mga bacteria na yun yung kumakain or tinatranslate or kino-convert niya yung mga ammonia na yun is to less harmful chemicals. Okay, so yun yung nitrite to nitrate. Now, once it is converted, ngayon, ito yung mga key factors kung bakit ko siningit yung ecosystem kanina is because we have plants. Okay, kailangan natin ng mga natural plants because yung mga natira pa na mga chemicals, okay, continuously i-filter ngayon ng mga halaman because it serves as their fertilizer and also contributes to their growth. Okay? So, sounds interesting or sounds boring, okay? So, pwedeng ikaw mag-decide yan. Now, sinishare ko to because if most of hobbies na bago dito is hindi talaga masyadong pinag-uusapan or bigla na lang get into the hobby without even considering or researching ano yung tubig. Okay? It's because majority of this hobby kailangan alam mo yung nangyari. So, tubig. So, ito yung inumpisaan natin ngayon. Alright? So, moving forward, para mas, i-shortcut natin ang mga sinabi ko kanina. Plants is equals to healthier water cycle. So, this is a personal opinion and based on experience na lahat ng mga aquariums namin na mas marami or loaded talaga yung plants na nakatanim is mas maganda yung results in the long run. It's because, okay, na mas nagtatrive yung mga livestock namin and mas mataas yung produce. Because later, pag-usapan natin, ano pa yung mga use ng plants talaga sa aquarium or ecosystem setup. Yeah. So in short, more plants and it's more healthier for your livestock. Now, sharing a newbie setup, if you were into this, gusto mo na indoor, tapos gusto mo kahit isa lang or dalawa, then briefly, let's talk about the tank size, the lighting, and the filtration, and of course, the aquascape. Now, tank size, ano yung mga usual na dapat, kasi pag pumasok ka ng mga pet shop, okay, ang makita mo yan usually, yan, per gallon sila. Yan. So, para mas alam mo, hindi lang kasi parang, kasi syempre, kung maliit yung space mo, syempre gusto mo maliit lang muna, okay? So, nasa depende yan, pero papakita natin dito ano yung mga benefits kung mas malaki, ayan, ano yung mga pwede lang mangyari or pwedeng gawin niya sa aquaculture mo. Now, for 5 gallons is unstable. Usually, kasi the more na maliit kasi yung aquarium mo, mas mabilis yung cycle or mas mabilis tumaas yung ammonia, mas mabilis mag-decrease. Okay? So, marami pwedeng mangyari in 24 hours kapag medyo mas maliit yung aquarium mo. So, in terms of livestock din, yung mga pwede mong ilagay is usually mas maliit. Mas maliit yung aquarium, mas maliit yung pwede mong ilagay dun sa mismong aquarium mo. Sample, sample coat lang ng ng ilang isda ba, so per aquarium, so usually 1 inch kasi is to 1 gallon. Okay, so ang estimated namin dito, if you have 5 gallons, 3 to 5 livestocks, or kung livestock, ibig sabihin, isda ba yan, or crayfish, or shrimps ba yan? Yeah. So, for 10 gallons naman, usually this is a good size, standard, and recommended. And of course, 25 gallons. Again, ito yung sinasabi ko na more na mas malaki yung aquarium, mas madali siya. Especially if you have 50 or 75 gallons. Yung iba parang, ay, ang laki, ang hirap i-maintain. Based on experience, yung mga 50 to 75 gallons, yung mga hindi ko masyado ginagalaw ng buwan. Okay. So, pero huwag nyo gagayahin yun. Mamaya, i-explain ko kung bakit. Pero may mga strategies din yan. Now, let's move forward to the lighting and filtration. If you are getting heavy loaded and gusto mo talaga heavy breeding tank siya, we really recommend to go all in a good lighting and of course a good filtration. So bakit? Doon muna tayo sa lighting. Meron kasing mga lights na tinatawag is a full spectrum, which is para talaga siya sa plants. Okay, and of course, if you have filtration, ang isa sa recommend namin if you have multiple tanks is gumamit ka ng air pump na tinatawag, tapos sponge filter lang siya. So yun yung black na parang sponge na merong tubo and nakakonect siya sa isang air pump with the air hose. Okay? So kasi in the future, if you're planning to upgrade or mas dumami, mas madaling diskartehan na i-clip mo lang yung mga air hose together and then isa lang yung pump na gagamitin mo, pwedeng-pwede yan. Okay? So, in terms of aquascape, ano yung aquascape? Yun naman yung ano yung mga ilalagay mong decor or you're planning an biotope or a natural style, ano yung mga kahoy, ano yung drip food, or ano yung mga substrate. Pag sinabing substrate, it is yun yung sand, gagamit ka ba ng sand or gagamit ka ba ng aqua solid, okay? Usually, lahat yan is an in-depth research pa. But basically, itong mga sinasabi dito, ito yung mga kailangan mo, okay? Usually naman, pag pumunta ka sa isang pet shop, lahat yan, meron sila, may sand sila, may ilaw sila, may filter sila, and of course, may tank and may kung iba-ibang pagpipilian, okay? So, yun yung basic aquarium setup if you're planning an indoor tank. Okay. Now, for the plants and livestock for beginners, pag bago ka pa lang usually, ang nire-recommend namin is yung simple lang alagaan. Tapos, if you're into breeding or parang gusto mo lang ma-excite ng konti, yun yung mga guppies. Okay. So, why guppies? Because ito yung one na talagang sa amin, it's a must for the breeders is because this is a live bearers. Ibig sabihin nito is yung isda, naglalabas siya hindi lang basta eggs lang. Kasi if you have experience on really breeding fish with eggs, kailangan pa siya ng extra time or extra care. Unlike if you're dealing with guppies, it's live bearer. Paglabas ng mismo mga isda na rin siya na maliit, fry yung tawa. Okay, which really, something entertaining siya. And of course, exciting if you're a newbie in this hobby. Kasi parang nakita mo, uy, dumadami, lumalagot, at nag-grow sila. Yun, yung parang talagang napapamper ka na parang, uy, tama, ang ganda ng ginagawa ko. So actually, yung mga naisip ko that time before nag-start ako, I started with guppies din. Okay, and eventually, nung talagang nalaman ko yung mga water parameters and then talagang kaya ko na yung mismong ecosystem, paano yung diskarte, ano yung mga algae na tinatawag, yung food source, di ba? Unlimited food source, yung pag-usapan natin later on the next slide. Now, mas dumaki yung mga fry. Ibig sabihin talagang naging breeding hub na talaga siya. And then eventually, it turned into shrimps. So sa shrimps naman, it's really easy in terms of kung sanay ka na sa tinatawag na water parameters or yung stable temperature. So dito naman, labanan dito is if you're the area na medyo mainit, mas medyo malamig, okay? Based on experience ko on shrimps, usually, okay sila sa malalamig. Okay, so usually mga shrimps ko is on the outdoor setup. And of course, meron din sa indoor, pero usually, yung mga talagang nag-grow at saka dumadami talaga is nasa outdoor. Okay? So levels yan. Yes, it's for beginners. It's because we recommend shrimps is because kung if you're planning to have this on the long run, ang shrimps kasi is madami sila ng itlog in their lifetime. Ibig sabihin, it can give you hundreds of shrimps in a lifetime. In long term talaga. Ibig sabihin, maramihan siya if you do this right. Of course, for the plants, yan. So, makita natin dito sa slides natin, hornworth, yan. Ito mga basic lang naman yan, hornworth and water lettuce if you're in, again, in shops. So, usually meron sila yan. Yun yung mga naka-float lang. Now, plants, ito yung sabi ko on the earlier part of this, plants is really contributing as a filtration to the water. And of course, piniprevent rin niya yung excess algae growth. If mas marami kang plants, okay, yun yung kasi yung nagsaserve as a chemical filtration nung mismong water cycle mo. And if you're into breeding and if you have tons of shrimps, okay, ito yung mga pwedeng unlimited food source nila. Okay? So kasi yung mga leaves niyan, okay, or yung roots niyan, if you have floating plants like water lettuce, meron yung mga microorganisms na pwedeng dun magtambay yung mga shrimps mo, and then yun pwede nilang pagkain 24/7. Okay? So of course, syempre, kailangan mo pa rin siyang bigyan ng pagkain, but definitely dun sa ecosystem na siya, confident ka na hindi siya mamamatay agad-agad because nagutom siya. Okay? So, how are you guys so far? So if you have questions right now, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook, comment down below if you have any inquiries regarding this, and we will get back to you after the presentation. Alright? So, moving forward to the costing. So ito, paunang sabi lang, this is estimated. This is not definite to every shops. Depende to sa area mo. And of course, if you're planning a biotope or natural setup, of course, ganito yung mga costing. But if you're trying to have a good tank, like kung may CO2 yan, or yung super aquascape, tas talagang gumagamit ka ng magandang mga bato, definitely hindi ganito yung price, alright? Our goal here is really to share this at a minimum cost, and this can serve as a livelihood for you if you're planning this as a side business or a side hobby. Okay. Moving forward, 5 gallons, usually around 2,780 if you're planning to have that complete setup with basic livestock and so on. Okay, 10 gallons, 5, usually 5, and 25 gallons, usually it's 8. Now, based on experience sa amin is habang dumadami yung tank mo, actually sa akin nagmumura siya. Ibig sabihin, mas mura yung cost, the more na marami siya. One, pwede ka kasi makakuha ng bulk discount. And the number 2 is yung sasabi ko kanina na diskarte on aquarium pumps. Yan, kung meron kang single air pump and ang filtration mo is sponge filter lang. Yan. So, sample, if you have 10-gallon tank and malakas naman talaga yung air pump mo, pwede mo i-split siya into 3. Okay, so may mga aquarium accessories na pwede mong itanong sa mga shops. Yan. So, ano yung mga splitter, paano yung split yung air pump, yan. So, pwede yun. Hindi na isang filter, isang tank pa. Okay, so kung makita mo dito sa costing, slash agad yung filtration dyan if you have multiple tanks. Okay, so, maintenance. Now, ito yung medyo mahabang usapan namin in terms of sa mga clients namin na bago, and then of course excited. Lahat tayo dumaan tayo sa first day and first week natin sa hobby. It's really an exciting experience. Ang isang tip namin dyan is patience. Patience is a must. Now, this concept of ecosystem requires an algae growth. Now, what is an algae? Yung mga lumot-lumot sa tank mo. Kung makita mo yung picture niyan, is medyo greenish siya. Yeah, kailangan yan ng mismo aquarium mo. Yun yung hindi yan pwedeng madaliin in terms of kung anong ipatak mo man dyan. Yes, gaganda yung water quality, but the good algae and the matured tank na tinatawag, it takes time. Usually 1 to 2 months, yan yung mga para talaga ma-complete yung water cycle and masabi mo yung tinatawag natin dito na stable tank. Okay? it's really have that patience. Kailangan patient ka and then you really observe what is happening in the tank. Ang maganda kasi dito, it's you learn in the process. Now, for the maintenance check, dito na yung yung mga task mo, yung sasabi ko, how do you observe it properly? So, you can observe it, you have to observe it daily, weekly, and then monthly. Now, in it hobby naman din siguro, and of course, any business, kailangan may ginagawa ka araw-araw, weekly, and then monthly. No? So, for this regular maintenance check, for the daily is check mo yung filtration, yung pumps, okay, kung gumagana mo ba siya, airflow. So, kailangan makita mo sa silip mo araw-araw is kamusta yung hangin, meron pa ba? And then, if you have large or massive livestock, kung makita mo merong patay or nandun na medyo kita mo sumusuray. Again, for the behaviors of the fish and then the livestock, it require rin practice. Okay, na for research do kasi kailangan nakita mo ano yung medyo weak, yung may sakit sa hindi. And it's all practical through research. Check rin yung mga plants kung merong nagka-discoloration or nagba-brown ba or what. And of course, daily is yung so you have to feed the fish size lang, hindi sobrang feeding. Kasi yung medyo 1 inch na isda. Gaano kasi yun napod. Paano naman yung kusapil at nilagay mo sa gapi. Imaginein mo yung product or pinakain mo versus sa kumain. Every moving forward, water change. Ito yung isa sa pinaka-importante weekly. And then if you are into the hobby for a long time, minsan hindi mo nagawa. Pero but at least, okay, 25% or 10 to 25% bawas lang ng content. And then, may matinatawag din sa hobby. But usually, we really recommend that you do water change. Okay? Kasi yung if ever na yung filter mo medyo maliit lang yung mga sponge na nilagay mo, mas kailangan na water change. Now, dito, hindi, kapag yung makikita mo dyan is yung algae na tawag. So, what is algae? Yung moment mo ngayon na control it. Kapag yung tank mo is medyo hindi siya maraming plants. Okay? Medyo talagang bare tank siya, yun yung talagang prone to bloom. Yung talagang biglang na lang makita mo greening water or parang biglang lang lahat ng sides niya is medyo may green, may brown na. Okay, so that's the time you clear or clean out the glass. Now, moving forward to monthly. Ito, for monthly naman, monthly check, usually this is what we do on clients na nag-service maintenance on this kasi 50% naman to. Yung just to maintain the water quality, so huwag ka na ng baba or hindi siya 100% palit lahat. Okay, it's because kailangan natin maturity for yung tinatawag na age ng water. Yan yung sinasabi natin kanina sa water cycle, kailangan natin yung mga good bacteria dun sa tank mo kasi they serves as filtration din and then pagkain ng livestock mo. So around 50% it will do. Okay? Now, when doing a large water change, nakatuto ka dun sa mga shrimps mo or fry. Yeah, kasi they tend na sumama okay dun sa water change. And of course, ito yung moment in monthly maintenance check. Check mo yung mga glass niyan, sa likod, sa harap, yan, especially kung yung sabi ko kanina, if may brown siya. Now, this is also the moment to clean the filter media. Filter media yung mga sponge, yung mga pads. Yan, kung meron kang aquarium ngayon, yung mga nasa loob ng overhead filter o yung nasa handback filter mo, or yung sinabi kanina example, yung mga sponge, yung usually pwede nyo pipigan lang siya. Okay? Pag ito, sinip mo siya, o nabigyan ka ng water change, change or limiting mo yung mga filters. Okay? Usually, pag sinabay mo kasi, maaari or may chance na mag-crash mga zero out ng mga good bacteria mo and it will affect the water quality. Okay? Kasi yun yung hinahabol natin dito eh. Okay? Yung mismo yung ratio, not specific ratio, but really the stability, okay? Nung mga sinabi natin kanina na good bacteria. Now, this will be the last part. It's a personal part for me. And I really hope you learn a lot and some of the tips we shared to you. Now, ito kasi yung personal story and that's why we made this learning is because I recommend this as a hobby and also as business. Because personal, ito mga pwedeng matutunan mo at ito yung natutunan ko so far on doing this. It's really patience, hard consistency, attention to details, perseverance. So yung ito is self-explanatory but let me just share to you the specifics na sinasabi ko. Yung kanya in terms of patience, kasi kailangan hintayin, there's no shortcuts. I tried the shortcut technique on doing this hobby or yung setup, syempre talagang may mga times na fail, yung mga times na nag-succeed because of the research, yung hard work. Okay. In terms of consistency, yung sinishare natin ganyan na meron kang bili, kailangan gawin dito, okay? That builds consistency to you. And of course, alam mo yun, if I set up, it doesn't work, and then you have to try it again, it builds persistence, and if you did do the research, of course, it will talaga maturo sa'yo na attention to detail sila. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko rin sa ibang mga clients natin is, example, kung kakasakit na yung isda, prevention is better than cure. Mas madaling tigilan yung mismong sakit kaysa gawin. Yan yung pinaka-experience namin dito. Now, so if you research well, you read enough well, talagang mas meron kang chance na sample, kung magkakasakit na siya, dapat nag-water change ka na niya. Or dapat ginagawa mo pa talaga yung cleaning of filters, alright? So, if medyo talagang seryoso dito sa hobby, talagang sinusukat mo ba yung pH level niya, and then yung ammonia level niya. So, yung masasabi na nasa owner pa rin pala yung mismong, which is so good kasi ikaw kontrolado mo yung mismong ecosystem. Okay? And then, it takes a lot of hard work and practice. Now, I hope to see you again with another session. Thank you very much for your time today. And again, this is Aquascape Manila, and we are running off. And of course, let me just remind you again, if you have any questions, just comment down below. Ano yung mga questions, it will get to you at the end of this presentation. Alright? Thank you very much, and signing off.